Hi guys, you've got the Oracle there back for round 1 of this Legacy Cube Draft event. Unfortunately, I lost the recording of the first game. I had issues with my recording software. Anyway, the opponent just didn't cast any spell. They just played 5 swamp and weren't able to cast anything, so I just attacked and killed them. My hand is tempting, but I will have to mulligan it, I think. Though I guess if I draw land, I have removals. Eh, no, I should not. I should not keep that. That's a bad idea. Let's mulligan. This is not great, but I think I kind of have to keep it, putting that land on the bottom. And yeah, as I said, basically nothing happened. Game 1. The opponent just um, cast 5 swamp and died without casting any spell, which was a bit unlucky. But I had a very good draw too, so yeah. I don't think, I just wasn't in a good spot otherwise. Anyway, drawing that Timber Gorge is not the best since I'm a bit flooded already, but the Brood Butcher top deck was sweet. At least I have a blocker for the lockout now, as MTGO is gonna crash one more time. I'm not sure why. It might be because it's pre-release, so a lot of players are playing on MTGO, but MTGO already crashed 3 times since the beginning of the draft. Two times after, no, I guess 4 times actually. 2 times after I choose my deck, and I guess I will block if they have a trick. Yeah, sure. They might have +1/+0 indestructible, which is fine. Searing Light is also fine. The thing is, if I continue to draw lands, I will eventually lose. Just because I'll be flooded and not able to do much else than casting a Brood Butcher. Alright, alright. Well, I guess if I ever draw my Rolling Thunder or World Breaker, those are gonna be good, but Jesus, that's a lot of land. So far I have 1/4 of the land I drew in spell. Cliffhaven Vampire is also a bit threatening. I guess I'll be able to Brood Butcher plus Reality Hemorrhage that though. Let's click on the spell first. It is simpler to cast afterwards. I don't have to click on the mana. That thing is quite good though. Alright, alright. This game is not looking too good. Mostly because of the land I drew, but if I can draw a few spells, I should be able to come back. I might be able to come back, I guess. As the opponent plays another thing that I don't care too much. It is quite strong because he will be able to, make those zombies. That will be a bit overwhelming. I mean, will be annoying to me, but it is not too bad either. Alright, so I cannot do both Brood Hunter and killing that thing, and I think since he has a wall, I just rather kill that now. So I guess I'm gonna use that ability, targeting that, using those lands. Yep, sacrificing the Eldrazi token. Now I shall use Reality Hemorrhage and pass the turn, I guess. I think I played my land this turn. If I didn't, I will, but I'm quite sure I did. Yep, I did. Alright. So the board state is not too awful for me, but if my opponent just start making 2/2 and boost them with the lookout, things will not go too well for me. And they have an Angelic Captain now, so they are playing a 3-colored ally deck. And Rolling Thunder, I did top deck that. That's very great. Okay, so I can kill. I could wait and try to kill that, but I think my play is just to kill this and that. And they will be able to make the zombies. That's a bit annoying, but there's not too much I can do about that, unfortunately. Alright, let me read that one more time. Alright, sure. So, I guess I want 3 damage here, 1 damage here, and 1 damage on the opponent. Actually, I shouldn't have tapped first. Maybe I should have attacked with the Brute Butcher. But I think they are blocking with the wall anyway. No reason to block with the Null Caller. I guess that's gonna be it. Alright. Um, sure. Okay. So that should be... That's quite good. I mean, dealing with 2 creatures as well as dealing 1 to the opponent and killing an important creature of their own is nice. I'm not so well right now on the board, but I guess I have this 4-3. The thing is I cannot really attack through this wall. A World Breaker would be nice. Soothsayer is gonna... This is not an ally though. Okay, that's not too bad. It is still annoying because if my opponent ever draw an ally, they are gonna be able to, you know, just draw things basically. I guess I will play Evolving Wild and fetch something, so it is less likely that I draw a land next turn. Things are not looking great. I just drew too many lands. This is 3 spells. I mean 5 spells for 9 land. Yeah. And they have another ally, so I guess I just straight up lose now, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, things are not looking great for me at all. If I can draw a good spell next turn, I might come back, but my opponent just basically has the perfect land and no more lands, as I'm quite flooded here. Anyway, let's get a forest, and there are 6 land left in my deck, because Hissing Quagmire is a land, but you know, I can... it is almost as a spell. I drew a Natural Aggression. Honestly, I kind of have to deal with that thing. If my opponent draws a few cards of that, I'm just gonna lose. I would be happier to, you know, do that here, but I don't think I can afford my opponent I don't think I can afford to let my opponent draw cards. So that's quite unfortunate. But I will have to make this 2-for-1 in my... I mean, it's not a good 2-for-1 for me, obviously. And I will be able to draw a card there. But I think if I let this live more, I just straight up lose. Alright. At least I'm not threatened by the board of my opponent, but they have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I think if I draw just a few more lands, I will just not be able to ever come back in this game. On the other hand, World Breaker is quite good. The opponent drew a land, which I guess is decent news for me. They will just start making a bunch of 2-2 though, and eventually attack and kill me, which I don't like. Isolation Zone, alright. Well, that's fine. That's a 2-for-1 for me, which is nice. Actually, it's a Yume, I think, so it doesn't matter. But maybe I should have... Shit! It's not a Yume. That was such a bad play from my opponent. I should have responded to the cast by killing that, and he would have had to remove one of his own creature. Oh, I just misplayed, but my opponent misplayed was even worse. Most of the time those things are Yume. Jesus. So I guess I would have get rid of the wall. Oh my god. Yeah, that's an interesting interaction to, you know about. Anyway, that was probably one of the best draws of my deck. Drawing 3 is great. Might help me come back in this game. As I drew 4 spell, great. Okay, so I can Embodiment of Fury into Boulder Salvo. That seems quite strong to me. Alright, that's really good. Alright. I'm quite stupid. I mean, the play I made last turn was quite dumb, though. Since I will tap out, I don't care about the ability. He has a wall anyway. So cast with surge on that. And now I think I actually like my spot a decent amount. But this wall should be off the board. That might cost me the game. I should have killed the thing first. He would have. I'm quite sure he would have removed the wall, and that would have maybe won me the game. As I drew another land. Well, I guess I can make my lands a creature because of the embodiment of fury. Alright, that seems decent. So I can attack for 3 there. Yes. Ah, shit, I should be attacking for 7 here. Yeah, my opponent play was awful, and me not reading the card first was also stupid. Because obviously I knew that I could sacrifice my own Brood Butcher, which my opponent doesn't seem to. It didn't seem like he knew that, but he would have had to remove one of his own permanent with that. But it's weird because most of the time those things are Yume, so well, I say that to justify my misplay, but it was still a stupid misplay. That wall should not be there, definitely not. The Patrol is a sweet draw. Quite happy about that. And I guess there is one land in my graveyard. Okay, that block is fine. Pretty much what I expected, I guess. No, I'm in damage step. I cannot cast anything. Alright, so one land in the graveyard, 10 on the battlefield. So I guess there are 5 more land left in my library. Since, you know, it's in Quagmire, I can count that as a spell mostly. Snare now, okay. Well, I guess this embodiment of fury is getting removed from the game. That shouldn't be here. I would have won. I would have won right now. If that thing wasn't on the battlefield. I guess I'm doing well, which, you know, helps. But ladies and gentlemen, read the card when you don't know them. He would have had to remove his own permanent there. Oh well. I think I should still be able to win, most likely, but the thing would have been much easier if that wall would have been away. He would be dead right there. He might have died earlier even. Anyway. That's annoying, but yeah, I guess this kind of, you know, mistake happens in your first draft, but my opponent play was quite bad, as I said, at least 3 times, and that doesn't help a lot because my play was even worse, if I can say so. Anyway, Hemorrhage is a decent draw there, so I guess I'm attacking with my old squad. And those 5/4 Trampler are definitely good. Sure. Okay. Well, that's fine. This has trample, so the chump block doesn't accomplish a whole lot for my opponent. Alright. That isolation zone play though. Very stupid. I could have killed the wall, I guess. Don't really want to use that on a wall though. Maybe that would have been better. Kinda want to keep it in hand though. I guess I'm gonna boulder salvo the wall now. Yup. So I have lethal next turn, unless my opponent finds a Wrath of God, and that's gonna be game. Alright. So despite me missing the play on Isolation Zone, those games went quite decently for me. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you guys for round 2.